Ox carts make for relatively safer travel.
One hopes these carts offer comfort commensurate to their costs.
Look around if you must, but be sure to buy all. Just tell me what you need, and I'll see it. Done. Come again when you've more.
Me? Now, this hardly bears saying, but don't you dare try. To take anything with always a pleasure.
I cannot wait to put this new equipment to use.
Let us hope 'tis...
Look as long as you please.
Dear? That's the wrong one.
Ah, apologies. Thank you, my darling. Fie. My vision's growing worse by the day, I fear. Methinks it began when I started reading an old grimoire I found whilst tidying the storeroom. 'Tis entitled, On the Transference of Souls. A curious tome, this. It claims to grant the reader the power to summon things from beyond the rift. I thought I might use it to stock my shelves with otherworldly wares. Perhaps you will think me simple, but truly all I want is a better life for my wife and daughter. Yet 'tis most vexing, for the moment I start reading the tome, 'tis as if a fog descends over my eyes. But mayhap there is hope for me yet, if I can get my hands on a quince. They're said to reduce fatigue of the eyes. Would you be kind enough to procure one for me? I must keep reading that grimoire.
I've heard quinces are native to the Tal. Shall we see if we can't find some?
My services don't. Come again when you've more.
These writings could be of import.
Shall we take a closer look?
The world's changing. Not sure how much longer I can keep the inn open. It's tough, Always a pleasure.
Would you mind coming over here?
Well met, sir. How might I be of service? The world's changing. Not sure how much longer. Do come again. Well met, sir.
The Tarl's Empress has clearly earned the love and respect of her son.
Me? I sell Now, this hardly bears saying, but
Many thanks.
Have you brought me a quince? Many thanks, sir. At last, I may continue reading that grimoire. This could be the turning point in my family's fortune.
have a look.
Mayhap I'll set out on my own adventure sometime.
Wonder if I could have led a better life.
I need to replenish my stock.
Wandering all day. It's tiring work.
Well met.
Those statues fetched off. The current Empress may be young, but Her Majesty is wise too, and deeply compassionate, oft decrying the discrimination of pawns in our society. Pawns are hated as bringers of calamity. Frankly, I'm not sure I like the idea of their ilk being treated as citizens. Yet, Her Majesty amended the law that punishes the use of slave labor, so that pawns are protected as well. Her tolerance and grace ne'er cease to amaze me.
Marriage isn't all it's...
You don't look like much.
If you see aught untoward. Sir, how can
Beg pardon, sir, but you wouldn't happen to be Batali, would you? You're not? Oh, thank goodness. I've a favour to beg, and I dare say I oughtn't ask it of anyone but a fellow Vermundian. This letter must reach the hands of a man called Ernesto. I've heard tell he's stationed on Volcanic Island, but the road in that direction appears to have been blocked off. 'Twould seem another route lies to the south, only 'tis plagued by monsters, and I dare not brave it myself. But you seem the capable sort. A soldier, I dare say. I'm sure such beasts would pose little trouble for one of your skill. Pray aid me in this matter, sir. I should not ask such an ordeal of you if I was not sorely desperate.
We need only deliver it to the intended recipient.
This boat will recoil from flame. No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say. Hope you weren't expecting mercy. A battle avoided is a battle won, I suppose.
Let us defer to the Arisen's judgment.
I suppose 'tis so. Naught compares to the thrill of victory. One cannot...
Whatever 'tis you need, I shall gladly oblige. During my travels beyond the rift, I learned of a cave near here that you have yet to explore. Shall I take us there? You have my protection.
A cave. Shall we proceed into the depths?
What I wouldn't give for a map. Particularly one that could tell us where all the treasure lies.
Understood.
It's about time we pressed on, wouldn't you say, Master?
A wake stone, Arisen. It harbors the power to bring the dead back to life.
It is not an item to be used lightly. We ought to keep it safe till the opportune moment presents itself.
Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more? Ah, I'll take that. I shan't let them harm me. I'll turn you into pincushion.
CQ passage to the southwest. I'd advised against it, sir. 'Tis a forbidden place, and those who tread near are said to be devoured, you see. I heard one survivor tell of how his companion went suddenly quiet, and when he turned round to see what was wrong with her, her head fell off and crumbled into dust. You hear a lot of those stories round here. I've met people who've lost arms and legs, or else watched their friends get rent in two so fast they were still crawling as they died. Should you choose to go there in spite of my warning, sir, on your head be it. But I pray you'll return to tell us what you saw. I'd be...
The paths to victory are myriad indeed. That strategy never would have occurred to me.
Oh well, colour me surprised. Is there any way to climb up there? I'm not sure what we'll find, but it might be something useful.
You have my protection. During my travels beyond the rift, I learned of a cave near here that you have yet to explore. Shall I take us there?
Come chasing it as well, have you? Aye. Rumors abound of the Shrine of Eld in this domain. Could be hiding all manner of priceless treasures, couldn't it? And if monsters happen to be guarding it, I shan't be afeared. Nay, I'll strike them down with tooth and claw. That's how I plan to make a name for myself, see?
Certainly, Arisen. I might take you away. Well fought, Arisen.
But see much catching up to them.
Outstanding.
Tis a hobgoblin!
It was a glorious success.
Would that we might always be so in step, eh?
I shan't allow any further harm to come to you. You truly are formidable, Arisen.
I suppose I ought mention this as well. The pawns in
Avoid flame at any cost, Arisen. You have been doused in oil.
Whatever 'tis you need, I shall gladly oblige.
That's a...
You seem rather keen to be rid of your old equipment.
Forgive me for being a burden, Arisen. Then I shall remain by your side.
We've scoured the place from top to bottom. I very much doubt there's aught left to find now.
I expect we shan't have need to return here for some time. Is this a challenge arisen to see who can keep pace?
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot. I will protect you.
I shan't let you get away.
Materials, eh? I shan't deny. They have their uses. I'd sooner not battle those with whom we have no quarrel. Yet if they mean us harm, we can but defend ourselves.
There's no great help for me.
That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
No doubt this triumph will spur us into the next.
The tide of battle is like to overwhelm us. I've heard a blacksmith of singular skill residing at the castle. Perhaps you could wield the regalia sword? If you would be so kind as to follow me, I shall take you to the one you seek.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
One of us has been poisoned! Risen! Are you alright?
I'll turn you into a pincushion.
Is your pack slowing you down, Master? Pray, bear in mind that... you can only carry so much by yourself.
And here we are, in the blink of an eye. Shall we take stock of our surroundings?
Tired.
Look around if you must, but be sure to buy aught.
Interested in my wares?
Hoy, looking to change your... No need to overthink it. You can change it on a whim. You've not many thanks.
Now you will be able to attack at range.
May your arrows fell many a flying fiend.
I see our goal has changed. I would not presume to direct our course, but do let me know if you require a guide.
Me? Now, this hardly bears saying, but don't you... You dare. Always a pleasure.
Now here's a welcome sight.
Well met, sir. How may I be of service? The world's changing. Not sure how much longer I can keep the inn open. It's tough, always a pleasure. The world's changing. Not sure how much longer. I can keep the inn open. It's tough, but always a pleasure. The world's changing. Not sure how much longer I can keep the inn open. It's tough, but complaining won't do any good. Do come again. The world's changing. Not sure how much longer I can keep the inn open. It's tough, but complaining won't do any good.
We must rest, though the sun is still up. I've heard a blacksmith of singular skill resides in Black Batal. Perhaps he could restore the regalia sword? Methinks I know where to find the person you're looking for.
Well, if you insist. I'm only glad I don't have to lead the way for a change.
Something smells divine.
The person we're here to meet is nowhere to be seen.
'Twas special made to use glimmer coal, mined from a nearby cavern. Till the monsters settled in, that is. Listen, Brocker's too proud to ask for help, but I'm not. Would you be willing to go out to the cavern and mine us up some glimmer coal? I'll take as much as you can carry. Should you succeed, I reckon he'll change his mind about restoring that blade of yours. Now, true to its name, glimmer coal emits a pale light. So you'll want to cast your eyes about for any glowing spots when you get to the cavern. Oh, suppose you'll be needing the name of the place. Digger's Ruins 'tis called. I'll count on you to bring lots of the stuff back.
If we can procure some glimmer coal from Digger's Ruins, Sir Brocker ought to have a change of heart about the regalia sword. Then follow me. I'll lead the way.
Well, if you insist. I'm only glad I don't have to lead the way for a change. arrived well enough. Where to next?
Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more?
Have you found Gwefencha? A dwarven blacksmith has some? Truly? But elves and dwarves do not see, eye to eye? I fear the smith will not heed my plea. You believe he will if I prepare an elven dish? Which one? Nutriarb. Dwarves have a liking for it, they say? Are you certain? Nutriarb is not very tasty. Few elves enjoy it. It is a pungent stew of, old fish and apples, boiled till it forms a thick paste. But I shall prepare it, if it has any chance of bringing me Gwefencha. The Arbor Heart depends upon it. Would you be willing to gather the ingredients for me? You won't have to go far to find them. I thank you. I need only the two main ingredients, rotten apples and rotten fish. Bring them to me, and I will prepare Nutriarb.
Rotten fish and apples.
Oh, my stomach lurches at the very thought.
But I suppose we ought to procure them all the same.
Right you are.
There, Master! Saurians!
Fire won't do much good here. Best try a different tack.
Well done! Hang in there, Master! I'm coming to assist!
Aleria elelot osto silfa malantha alecano mine. Infa avehum sinde fir areng.
Now there's a sour stench. Let us deliver these ingredients to Miss Darren and be rid of them. I know where that person can be found, Master. This way.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
Do you have the ingredients? This is all I need. I will prepare the dish now. It shan't take long. My people dwell in the mountains, so we are rarely able to dine on fish from the sea. This dish was first made by an elf with a craving for fish, when no fresh fish was to hand. These fish already stink of the sea. Left to rot, they turn even more, pungent. Nutriarb is oft served at celebratory events, but I have never seen anyone eat it. Everyone turns their noses from the smell. I must endure. It is almost finished, thankfully. The stink is more than I can bear. It is ready, but it is so vile. I cannot understand how anyone could stomach it. I fear the dwarven blacksmith will be angry if I present him with this. But I will trust in you. Come, let us away to Batal. I thank you. Here, my brother gave this to me. Might we not use it now? The sooner we arrive, the better. never have I left the arbor before this moment.
By and large, the people of Bagbatal seem to adore their benevolent empress.
I've remarked that myself. They revere Her Majesty with all their hearts and regard her as family.
Vermont's people bear no such love for their Queen Regent. Though, of course, they have their reasons.
If you can bring us some glimmer coal, we'll be able to rekindle the fire in the forge. And the one in old Brocker's heart as well, I expect. As I've said, glimmer coal emits a pale light. So you'll want to cast your eyes about for any glowing spots when you get to yon cavern. Digger's Ruins. That's the name of the place. I'd be most grateful if you could bring back as much as you can carry. You're back! And who's that you've got with you? An elf? I ne'er met one afore. Not quite what I imagined, if I'm honest. Well met. The name's Sarah. I'm an apprentice here at the smithy.
Well met.
She's the one who's after the scale cinder, I expect. Have you brought some of that elven delicacy along with you then, like I suggested?
Yes, I have the Nutriarb with me.
Marvellous. I thought I smelt it on you. Mark me, you put that in front of Brocker, and he'll fain hear out your request. Right, follow me. I've just cleaned out the forge, see, so we'll need to make for the cavern where we dump all the excess scale cinder. Come on, you two. The cavern's this way.
Shall we follow Sir Sarah, Master? With any luck, we'll have pockets full of scale cinder before the day is done.
Understood.
Look around if you must, but be sure to buy all.
Yeah, my back. To go tomorrow.
What to do?
If we've a destination in mind, an Oxford would get a formidable foe. I hope we have not met our match.
I wonder what it eats for its supper. On second thoughts, I don't want to know.
Strike hard enough, and we might not have to do this twice.
Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall.
I shan't allow any further harm to come to you.
We seem to have come through unscathed.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
Right, here we are. Oi, Brocker, you in here?
What's all this racket? I thought I told you that... You imbecile! You brought an elf here, of all things! Get her out of here, now!
Hold a moment, Brocker. She's brought something for you. Don't you want to see what is?
A gift. For you.
Ah! What makes you think I'd be able to stomach your elven cooking? I'm gonna go dispose of this, and I expect the elf to be gone when I return.
What am I to do now?
What you came here for, of course! This is your chance!
Truly? But...
You'll have to be quick, mind. Brocker makes short work of his meals. While you're at it, you might have yourselves a little competition, eh? See who can collect more of the stuff. Anyway, good luck. I'll be outside keeping watch. Best start searching. Brocker might be back any moment.
'Tis in caverns such as these that monsters thrive.
We'd best be prepared to make our own lights before we proceed.
By your leave.
Putting that aside, the Arisen has chosen to fill our ranks with women.
And yet, no two of us are the same.
Ah, now here's a surprise.
I must get as much as I...
We'd best leave it at that. Wouldn't want Bracker to espy you in here. Come on.
My heart is racing. I thought the dwarf would catch us. How much scale cinder did you get? You've got so much. With this, the Arbor Heart will undoubtedly recover. For now, I must return and tend to the Arbor Heart. I hope you will come visit us again. I should like you to see the Arbor Heart, restored. And I must thank you as well, Sarah. You and the blacksmith, Brocker.
Not at all. 'Twas my pleasure. I'm sure Brocker'd say the same if he weren't so stubborn.
Now the Arbor Heart is sure to recover, and seeing Miss Derren's cheerful mien made all our labours worthwhile.
If you can bring us some glimmer coal, we'll be able to rekindle the fire in the fort. As I've said, glimmer coal emits a so you'll want to cast your eyes about for any glowing spots when you get to yon cavern. Digger's Ruins. That's the name of the place. I'd be most grateful if you could bring back as much as you can carry.
We've made it then. What's our first order of business, Arisen?
I have no issue falling asleep, even at this time of...
Good morrow, everyone.
Off we go then.
Ready to forge on? Can't say I've any tidings to share.
You best watch yourself.
Let me alone. I'm not out here for fun, you know.
Ah, I see. After the rather strongly worded letter I received, I feared as much. 'Twas under unique circumstances, shall we say, that Daphne came to reside with us. You must understand, the House of the Blue Sunbright is our most generous benefactor, and their favor hinges upon our continued discretion. Thus, for the sake of all who reside herein, I beg you to steer Daphne away from any further contact with that household. Though it pains me to perpetuate the girl's misfortune, it must be done, if the gracious hand is to continue to function.
Do you perchance remember me? You once knew me as maid to the young master, Sebastian. Well, I'm his maid no longer. Though I meant no harm, the mistress saw fit to turn me out. Tell no other soul of this, but the girl I had you fetch was none other than Sebastian's own twin sister. Afeared of inviting conflict over their inheritance, Daphne's family branded her a cursed babe and sent her away. Yet the loss of her newborn child drove the mistress half mad with grief. She's been bedridden ever since. I had hoped the sight of her long-lost daughter might rekindle some vital spark within my mistress. But alas, 'twould seem it was not to be.
Gathering materials makes for dull work indeed.
I must confess, I'm rather lost. Oh, heavens above! What are we to do? 'Twas you, wasn't it? You took the abyss from us. How the acts she committed were unforgivable, this I cannot deny. But what do you expect will befall the rest of us in her absence? Without the abbess, we cannot possibly attend to all our patients. Without her guidance, I... Forgive me. 'Twas an improper thing to say in light of the lives taken so unjustly. I will do what I can, but I fear I cannot attend to everyone here.
I must confess. I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
Yeah? What is it?
I'm rather lost. I can make no sense of this. I don't feel safe here.
Say, I've noticed you walking around questioning people. Looking for information, are we? If I were you, I'd pay a visit to the jail next, if you haven't already. The place is full of unsavory characters, as one might expect, who've seen things ordinary citizens aren't privy to. I should know. I was among their company till just recently.
The other day, I chanced to see a most resplendent ox cart on the high road. Now, that's not so strange, but guess who I saw riding in it? Poor little Daphne. I doubted my eyes, I did. And rightly so, as it turned out to be a young boy. The resemblance was so uncanny, I mistook him for her. Gave me a right shock, let me tell you. Odd to think a young noble should so closely mirror a girl of the slums. Their faces may match, but the lives they lead are as different as night and day. Aye, 'tis a cruel world we inhabit.
Is it true you're the Arisen? That's what I've heard anyhow. Only, I seem to recall someone else boasting of being the Arisen over in the tavern about 6 months ago. Just be sure you play your part well, whatever the truth. The Arisen takes the crown here in Vermund, after all. The fellow Drake or two, and I reckon you'll earn the people's faith. Good luck to you.
Need someone to talk to?
Times are hard. Greetings. You seek guidance, do you not? You have lost sight of your path, but I can point the way. You need only make a worthy offering in exchange. 'Tis lovely to see you.